Hi, and welcome to day 2 of my 30-day reboot. First off, I have to give a shout out to all my friends in Picola. Mwah, I miss you guys. I love you. I thought today I would share maybe some of the struggles that people face when they decide to go from eating, um, I call it a normal diet, but eating a diet with dairy products and like meat, cheese, eggs. I don't know why we call eggs dairy, but it always seems to fall into that. But anyways, so what I want to share about were like snacks and snacking. So typically we would always reach for like string cheese as a snack, and I don't get to do that anymore, so I find that a little difficult. Another big thing for me was having cream in my coffee. Like I got rid of like having sweetened cream years ago, but now I love having heavy whipping cream in my coffee. So I shared with you yesterday how now I make my protein shake with that oat milk, which has been great. Our friends again in Maine introduced us to a brand called Oatly, but the silk was it seemed to be okay. But for me, I loved having that creamy coffee in the morning. Like a lot of people love their tea in the morning. I love my cup of coffee, and I don't really want to give up that the creamy feeling or the creamy sensation from the coffee. Like I just love that. So having that oat milk with that full fat has definitely fulfilled that. But now I feel like, okay, well, what are some other things that I'm missing? And snacks were one of them because I always think like when I consider myself a healthy eater. I might eat a lot of variety of foods, but for the most part, it's usually always healthy. You'll see on my Facebook, Instagram. You must think that that's all I do is eat and drink. But at least the food that I am eating, like oysters and lobster, and down here it'll be the scallops and shrimp and seafood tacos. But a lot of it's healthy food. Yes, I may tend to eat a larger portion than I normally would, but for the most part, it's typically healthy. But so I wanted to share like some of the snacks because a lot of the times people will reach for unhealthy snacks like Doritos and um, or they think if they're gonna go vegan that they're also gonna get stuck eating is carrot sticks and celery, which I love that, but I also do like crunchy snacks. I love salty tortilla chips. So I found some different brands. I've always been big on the ingredients. The least amount of ingredients, the better. So some of these snacks that I'm showing you will have a lot of ingredients. I know we all also get hung up on like if I don't know an ingredient, I always say if I don't know it, my body doesn't know it and it doesn't know how to process it. So kind of get in the habit of really researching. Now some ingredients may look worse than the other, like cellulose fiber, I think might be one in here. And just know that some of the ingredients are not as bad as they sound. So really do your research, look at what it is that you're eating. But some different snacks that I have found, these are way better chips. Spicy sriracha kind of gives it's to me like a tortilla, so I miss that. Again, when I look at the ingredients, of course, obviously, if you're going vegan, you want to make sure that it's 100% vegan. Sometimes just because it'll say vegetarian, big difference. No milk, no no animal product, no no milk, the dairy and the eggs typically, because a vegetarian can still eat the eggs and the cheese, just no meat. But a vegan, there's no eggs and no cheese. So, a little history lesson there. But this one, as far as like when we're looking at the ingredients, non-GMO, the stone ground corn, sunflower, sprouted seeds of grains, the quinoa. There is going to be like this has some pure cane sugar, so you can have that. There is always a misconception for people who say they're like vegans are all super skinny. I've met a lot of fat vegans in my life, because they make vegan junk food just like there's healthy food. Like, I don't know, it was Newman owns cookies or something, or you can eat French fries. Really, if you want to, you could eat a whole day of French fries. So it all depends on what it is that your journey that you're on. But I always want the most nutritious value. If I'm gonna cut out all All the good stuff, at least what I put in my body during this time of these 30 days, I want it to be healthy. I want it to be purposeful. I want it to have a reason to go into my body. I was just sharing with my friend this weekend, like I've always said it before, you could have an apple and you can have a donut, and they both, depending on the size, contains about the same amount of sugar. But what is that donut going to do for you? Absolutely nothing but make you, it might give you a mere moment of satisfaction, but in the end, it's going to make you feel sluggish, and then you're going to regret that you ate it. But that apple is going to give you fiber and vitamins and minerals, and it's giving a purpose to your body. So always think when you're going out to eat, like, what is this going to do for me? And if it doesn't have a good answer, then you should probably pass it by. So another brand, like, of your choice of chips, if you don't like, this is our spinach and kale. I love to take dry kale, like roast it in the oven and dry it like chips. Those are great. This is just a different version, but again, just 5 ingredients: whole grain masa, fresh spinach, fresh kale, and salt. I mean, one, two, three, four. Oh, oil. I was like, what is that? OH, but it says oil. So just 5 ingredients. Those are a wonderful snack. That same brand, it's called the Butter Chip. They make beet chips. Only 4 ingredients: the whole grain masa, fresh beets, oil, and sea salt. So try to find things that you know is pure and healthy, and most to it's natural. So now when we get into some of these the cheeses, I'm a little skeptical. I don't like some of these ingredients. Ooh. Not that they're bad. I didn't mean ugh. I meant ugh because I can't hardly see this, even with my contacts on. So calcium, chickpeas, or sorry, calcium phosphate, bamboo fiber, the sodium phosphate. Just most of those are, they're all like, unfortunately, some of them are kind of like a preservative. But I love that it says the chickpeas. We've tried another one of a parmesan of a cheese that made with almonds. So that it does have a nutty, kind of a creamy flavor. It does melt. You get into some of those fake cheeses that don't melt, and I mean, you can get that in a regular non-vegan. So that one, this other brand, again, these aren't. I'm not brand specific. I'm not trying to promote any one company. This is the one I believe that had. This one is blah blah blah. Medicare powdered cellulose added to prevent caking. So I looked it up. It's nothing serious, nothing bad. Let me see if it's still on my computer. Um, Powdered cellulose is made by cooking raw plant fiber. So it's nothing that's too serious. But if you feel like that's, hey, like you want to go real um, specific on your ingredients, then just watch out for those things, and maybe you just skip that brand. This was the thing I was talking about yesterday about the everything bagel. I have not tried it yet. I can't wait. I can't hardly see in the light, but chickpeas, all different kinds of hummus now. But this one is made with chickpeas. You'll find edamame hummus. Now you'll find some with the, I think I mentioned yesterday, with the spinach. So all different kinds. One other thing I would like to share on is this kickin' queso cashew dip. So we were having some of those tortillas last night, and we were like, ooh, some chips and dip. Doesn't that sound good? We're like, oh, but you can't have it. But this is a vegan. This is preservative free, non-GMO, organic, plant-based, dairy-free. It is delicious. It's creamy. It's delicious. It is a little, like, little fine, tiny little chunks, from the cashews, but super great alternative if you're really trying to find those alternatives. If you're just going for like whole food, raw vegan diet, then have at it. I love that. I'll eat a chopped salad. I have no problem. Yeah, I showed yesterday for my lunch. I have the vegetables and then just some hummus. I too don't like to have stick a lot of those like crazy ingredients. Some are good, some are questionable. Some I still have to do some research on. I'm not going to sit here and try to um, blow smoke up your. I just so I don't know all of those ingredients. The ones I don't know, I research. I love research. Working on my PhD, so Research is nothing for me. So if you do have a question, if you come across something, please just leave it in the comments. I'll try to do the research for you if you're unsure. That stuff I love to learn something new. The last one that I'm going to show you is, so it was my friend's son's birthday, and obviously there was cake and ice cream. We couldn't have it, so she'd found these snowballs, all raw, vegan, certified organic. It's made with raisins, raw almonds, organic dates, raw walnuts, dried coconut, all organic. So haven't tried them yet. Interesting. Kind of excited to see. You get to see me try it. Ooh, I won't, can't lie. My face don't lie. So, mm, mm, chewy, nutty flavor. I love coconut. So, mm, that's good. But again, remember yesterday, well, chewy sticking to my teeth. Yesterday, I mentioned about the sugar and how I didn't sweeten my drink, my green drink, with a lot of fruit, because fruit quickly your sugars add up with fruit. So dried fruit, same thing. It only takes a little bit of dried fruit, and you're adding an extreme amount of sugar. I'm gonna see if this little thing tells me serving size 2 ounces, servings per container 3. The sugar totals 6 grams, not bad. 0 added. So probably in 2 of these little things, 2, 4, 6, you're getting 6. So that's not bad. A lot of the times you'll see, I mean, if you were to look at an apple, I always use that as an example. Some apples, it'll be 28 grams of sugar in an apple. And that's a small apple. So a large apple, and you eat the whole apple, just like eating the whole banana, it's like 1 serving of a banana is technically only a half. And if you eat the whole thing, if you throw that whole thing in your smoothie, and then you continue to eat, more pieces of fruit throughout the day, then you're way over on your sugar intake. And again, even though it's natural sugar, you should still kind of keep an eye on and track your sugars. I have when I'm doing my drink, so I only put just a little bit, and like I say, just enough to make it taste like fruity grass instead of just regular grass. But hopefully, again, that you learn something. A lot of other topics that these will spin off to other topics. Definitely ingredients. I'm a big food label person. I like to look at that food label and I like to break it down. So I'll have videos on breaking down a food label. Again, the sugar topic's a whole nother one. So just keep a lookout. We'll add more of these videos. I'm going to get Robin to do some cooking videos to show you. She made a delicious vegan dinner for us tonight. The kids had Chipotle. And so she made these delicious vegan bowls with tempeh and mixed vegetables and some of this wonderful cheese. So it can be fun. It can be adventurous. That's kind of how I'm looking at this. I want to be able to try new things. Again, researching new things, finding different products, finding that alternative, but also knowing that I can stick to the exact basics if I need to. So stay tuned. I hope you learned something new. We'll talk to you all tomorrow. Love you. Bye.